All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Harakabadash. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. It's your brother Wadi. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame of looking like heathens. Spirit bear witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world only calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, or his priest of Yeshua. I got a quick lesson. Any other preachers come out, you already know it's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit, whether you believe it or not. And on my recent, well, not recent, but the video and stuff where you hear my voice, well, and I pretty much and stuff was going into the past. So I called myself and stuff doing a response and stuff, but then I just made it my own video. And I was going into, uh, you know, uh, uh, going into path for Passover and stuff, Exodus, the whole chapter, right? And pretty much, uh, in the video and stuff, you know what I'm saying, I said Numbers the 10th chapter and stuff, but really Numbers the 9th chapter. And I want to go into it, you know what I'm saying, because remember, we faith-based Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites without appearances that of a heathen. You know what I'm saying, we're faith-based Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Matter of fact, let me grab this right quick. Oh, I can do it. Yeah. This is Judges. Because I quoted a lot and stuff, but you got to see it and stuff, because a lot of people won't do it for themselves. This Judges 5 and 11, it says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers, it says, in the place of drawing waters and stuff. And that's talking about the archers is being delivered from the archers and stuff. Is getting shot with fucking missiles. You know what I'm saying? Don't you hope to be fucking delivered? I know I do, right? And it says in a place of drawing waters and stuff, meaning captivity. You know what I'm saying? Where you work at, right? And it says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. You know what I'm saying, right? So rehearse the righteous acts, and that's what we're doing. Because when it comes down to knowing that Yahweh Shai and stuff is our atonement, that doesn't give us a license stuff to sin. You see, as it says in Sirach, grab it right quick. This Sirach 15-20, it says, he have commanded no man to do wickedly, neither have he given any man license to sin. So with us being in this grace period, you know what I'm saying, which is over 2,000 years ago when Yahweh Shai himself was crucified on the cross, you know what I'm saying, and that also goes into not only just the elect and stuff, but also the 2/3, all of Israel. And the thing is, Israel is scattered, and Israel looks like every fucking body. You know what I'm saying, right? So with that being the case, you know, um, uh, with that being the case and whatnot and stuff, it was an old sit down before old boy and stuff started talking about flat Earth, the light skinned nigga and stuff. I don't know. I just, his face is just popping in mind and whatnot and stuff. And when it comes down to it, he used to be a great millstone, but when he left or got kicked out or however it happened, that nigga started talking about flat Earth. You know what I'm saying? Where nobody and stuff went through no portal, right? You know, and for you individuals and stuff who believe in flat Earth and whatnot and stuff, uh, two oceans and stuff shouldn't connect and stuff if the Earth is flat. You should literally just go to an edge, leave a portal there, you know what I'm saying, right? So, uh, so, uh, 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 So when it come down to it, uh, 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 the Holy Spirit and stuff can stay with them. But anyways, you know, with us being in the grace period and whatnot and stuff, we can't just sit up here and be like, oh well, we're underneath grace. You know, I should be able to just do this and dibble and dabble and whatnot and stuff. But once again, I got to quote what Maya Kala has said from uh, 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 the elder Maya Kala from what was it called? GMS, inspiration and motivation. You know what I'm saying? Right, his page. We can still get rejected, and how we know that? It's because of uh, uh, it's because of it's because of what Yahweh Shai has said. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to the return, when it goes down to the return, he prophesied when he returned and stuff, where it's gonna be like, depart from me those that work iniquity. You see, right? So we don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying, right? So we're rehearsing the righteous acts. If you're saying you have faith and whatnot, what do you have faith in? Do you have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai? And if you claim that you do and whatnot, you also have faith in his instructions and stuff that he will most definitely give you the correct image. You know what I'm saying, where you will be saved. And Salakia, hopefully you will be saved. Can't make no guarantees and stuff because that's not my position. That's not my jurisdiction. I'm not the Heavenly Father. You see? So hopefully be saved, I say. But I accidentally said in my video, I said Numbers the 10th chapter. You know what I'm saying? But really it was Numbers the 9th chapter. You know what I'm saying? And it goes into people and stuff where, because by sundown today, you can look it up on Google what sundown is today, right? And when it's going to be the night of the Passover. And you got to hold it for 7 days. I showed extra videos and stuff on my page and stuff of what it is that you need to get. You know what I'm saying? If you can call in at your job and whatnot and be like, oh, I know I'm supposed to work and whatnot and stuff, but I need this day off because the rest of the you got 5 days when you can live a normal life, but live normally. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that the first day is a holy convocation. You know what I'm saying? Convocation going to the word Korah or the Makrah and stuff, meaning of or from. You know what I'm saying? Korah meaning the calling. You know what I'm saying? And the apostles already spoke on the fact that if this is your first Passover or you're not really, now if you want to keep the Passover and stuff, like Apostle Kai said and stuff, guess what? You better keep it because the Lord won't be looking at you. I think it's in Daniel 12:10 or 10:12, where the Lord said to Daniel stuff that He's gonna come after His words. So if you want to sit up here and keep the Passover, and I know people gonna sit up here, it's like, well, I ain't saying anything. No, if you think about it's like, I'm gonna keep the Passover. I'm gonna keep the Passover and whatnot. Then guess what? The Lord gonna hold you to it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hold you to it, and you better keep it because it's one of the high holy days and stuff that we supposed to keep and stuff uh, 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 throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? Every year, I think it's the Passover. It's the Passover, and then it's the Day of Atonement, and then it's the I want to say it's either Feast of the Tabernacles or the Feast of Blowing the Trumpets. But it's only three out of those four suggestions. So like it, right? But Yeah, so if you think about keeping the Passover and whatnot and stuff on this first time, you know what I'm saying, then cool, right? So this is cool, you know what I'm saying? But just in case you miss it, you know what I'm saying, and I'm finna go into various details and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because all of us in America or anywhere else and stuff, you know what I'm saying, where you can't travel to Jerusalem, don't be OR, meaning overly righteous, you know what I'm saying, or overly zealous. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I'm finna get on the train. No, not the train. I'm finna get me a plane ticket and I'm finna go to Jerusalem. Nah, stay where the fuck you at and stuff. And that's where you keep it. You know what I'm saying? Right? So this is Numbers chapter 9 is going into if you missed the Passover. And once again, I said I was going to go into certain things and stuff, right? There's Numbers, which is the first one. The first one. You know what I'm saying, right? If you missed the first one, say if you don't got the ingredients, say if you, it's like, man, you let me know stuff too late and whatnot. Don't worry about it. You got another one that you can keep. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. So this is Numbers chapter 1, no, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, and the Lord Yahweh Shah spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the first month of the second year. It says, after they were come out of the land of Egypt. It says, let the children of Israel also keep the Passover as his appointed season. It says, in the 14th day of this month at even, ye shall keep it in his appointed season, according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremonies thereof shall ye keep it. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, it says that they should keep the Passover. And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the first month at even in the wilderness, right? Showing that guess what? It starts at sundown. It says even, right? It says, and then, also, people and stuff who hope to keep the first Passover. Smell pancakes. When it comes down to the first Passover and whatnot, right now, you better check when sundown is. This is if you trying to keep it and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is for those who's keeping it. Get your beer in. Don't drink too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost for myself. Uh, 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 if you like eating certain foods and stuff that get leaven, eat whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But do not do too fucking much where your ass forgetting stuff that guess what? You got ingredients in your crib when you supposed to keep the Passover. And once again stuff, if you with parents, you know what I'm saying, right? Or you living with somebody and stuff, you know what I'm saying, who don't give a damn, well, I wouldn't say don't give a damn, but you know, where you know that they're not gonna keep the Passover and whatnot, and they got yeast in their crib, all you got to worry about is not having yeast in whatever room and stuff that you have if you're trying to keep it. That's it. It's not rocket science. Don't make it be, right? And it's say if somebody and stuff toss something woo to woo, you ain't bring it in. So don't trip. Don't trip. Cause you got niggas and stuff who will be like, he trying to keep that Passover. He trying to keep that Passover. He said and stuff that if you're not supposed to have yeast in your crib and whatnot and stuff, what they gonna sit up here and toss it up and stuff, cause niggas like to fuck shit up. Niggas like to fuck shit up. So don't worry about that and stuff. You see it, ain't no reason and stuff to go into tears, cause you already know that you scanned your room and whatnot and stuff, and you ain't had nothing and stuff that have anything and stuff with no yeast. And you throw that motherfucker away. Don't even throw it away in the garbage and stuff in your crib. Throw that shit outside. You know? If somebody sit up there, well, not outside like that, but Throw it, so you won't be looking like you lootering or whatever the fuck they call it and stuff, right? Throw it in the trash outside, you know? Don't be all out with it. You know what I'm saying, right? So I'm gonna go back to Numbers 9, and I'm gonna read verse 5 again. It says, "And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the first month at even in the wilderness of Sinai, according to all the Lord commanded Moses. So did the children of Israel." It says, "And there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body of a man," funeral, right? It says that they could not keep the Passover on that day because uh bear with me. It's Exodus 19 and uh This Exodus 19:7. It says, "Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded." It says, "And all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord Yahweh Shai has spoken, we will do." And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord, also showing, guess what, mediation, even though Moses was not the top mediator, which is Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So put respect on the prophets' names. Uh, right? And it says, verse 9, it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, also showing that even though you are Israelite, even if you're a king and stuff, a prophet would be higher than a king, of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Right? Especially the apostles. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's almost like it's like a living human enthumement. If you if you catch my drift, brothers who know, right? But uh, right. So this is Exodus 19 and 9 again. It says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud." It says that the people may hear when I speak with thee and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. It says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes." It says, "And be ready against the third day." It says, "For the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon my Sinai." Right? And it says, bear with me, the glare. It says, "And thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, Take heed to yourselves that ye go not up into the mount of, or touch the border of it. Whosoever touches the mount shall be surely put to death." It says, "There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through." It says, "Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the mount." So in verse 14 it says, "Moses went down from the mount and onto the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes." It says verse 15, it says, "And he said unto the people, Be ready against the third day." It says, "Come not at your wives," and coming not at your wives and stuff is talking about having sex, and also proving and stuff that when it come down to even regular holy days and high holy days and stuff, such as the Passover and stuff, you ain't supposed to be ooking and booking and stuff with your girl. Even if you don't got no girl and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You be ripping, you be what they say. get money. You over here whacking your meat and stuff in the sock for most motherfuckers that I seen and stuff when it come down to the memes. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's always the sock and stuff, and you press against it and stuff, and white shit come out of the holes or the threading and whatnot and stuff, you know, and that motherfucker be hard as hell. Right? Anyways, you know, if you masturbate and stuff, don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. And it's like, oh well, I just had sex this morning and stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry. Wash your ass and your clothes. That's in Leviticus the 15th chapter. You see? Uh, uh, you know, I ain't have, you know, it ain't been 3 days and stuff. I was sexually active and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Wash your ass and wash your clothes. Do it got to be all your clothes? No, do it? It just got to be the clothes and stuff that you had on and stuff when you were sexually active. You see? You know, some people and stuff like to have the clothes still on. People got their fetishes. Don't worry about it. Just do what it is that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then it's this. That's what I want to grab this too. This is Numbers chapter I think it's 33. Oh, it gotta be 35. 35 and 33. It says, "So ye shall not pollute the lands wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." And the Lord is not telling you and stuff to go commit murder. You know what I'm saying? You know, premeditated killing. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, the scripture says, no, man, we in a time and stuff where it says in Matthew 10 and 16, it says, "Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. No, that I send you as a sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves." You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't see snakes and stuff charging in. Well, you might see a couple of king cobras and whatnot, but you don't mostly see. And I ain't talking about the gang either. I'm talking about the actual snake. You don't see. You know, most snakes and stuff. You don't see them just charging in and whatnot and stuff. Usually they be wise and stuff about their movements because they know their cons and what it's called. They know their pros and their cons and stuff, whatever that shit is. Right? They know their pros and their cons, right? Right? And when they want to eat, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I could swallow this whole eagle and whatnot, but them talons though. When that eagle gone, I'm gonna slit it up and stuff and swallow them eggs. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. See? Don't hurt yourself. Don't put yourself in danger. Now, when it comes down to living according to the scriptures, you have nothing else to do and stuff but put your ass in danger. Why? Because Isaiah 59 and 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that depart away from evil make his soul to pray. So that, you know, and that's when you're gonna have to lean upon faith. You're gonna have to lean upon your how about Shimon Shah, man. You're gonna have to do it. And I'm saying this for myself first and foremost, because like the brother Matati and stuff, he was saying, you know, when your back is to the wall and whatnot and stuff, all you can do and stuff is have faith and lean upon your how about Yahshua. I'm there already. I'm there already. So I'm leaning, Lord, like motherfucker. you have no idea, right? But this is But you know, reading this numbers, I read again. This numbers 35 and 33. It says, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land." If you in North America or anywhere in the country and whatnot and stuff, where on the earth and stuff, the blood has not been shed. There's nothing on this earth and stuff that's fucking pure, man. There's nothing on this earth that's pure. You see? So when it comes down to the land and stuff, guess what? You defiled anyway. We unclean every fucking day. Soon as you step outside, soon as you step in your crib, you know what I'm saying? Because your crib is on the property. I might be doing too much, but your crib is built on the property and stuff with blood was shed. So guess what? You unclean regardless. So there's no reason and stuff to be OR about it. You unclean anyways, right? So I'm gonna go back to this Numbers 9. This Numbers 9 and 6. It says, and there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body. Funeral. What I'm saying? You can go to funerals and whatnot and stuff, but you don't have to touch the dead body. But then everybody else who touched the dead body and whatnot and pressed the clothes and whatnot, I ain't touch the skin. It don't matter. Everybody else and stuff, guess what? They're gonna be trying to give you hugs and shake hands and shit. You know, give you utensils and stuff you gotta eat on and whatnot and stuff, and you over there like, they wondering why you looking at them all weird, right? Because you being OR, you being OR and stuff, right? But other than that, uh, you know, and you can still go to funerals and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's just what it is, right? Remember, we faith-based Israelites. So this is Numbers 9 and 6 again. It says, and there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body of a man, that they could not keep the Passover on that day. Right? It says, and they came before Moses and before Aaron on that day. And those men said unto him, we are defiled by the dead body of man. Uh, Wherefore are we kept back, that we may not offer an offering uh, of the Lord in his appointed season among the children of Israel? You see, right? So it's like, shoot, we unclean right now. And this is a day and stuff when it comes down to keeping the Passover that we need to be clean. You see, right? And it says, verse 8, it says, Moses said unto them, stand still. Bear with me, because this glare is crazy. It says, yes, and Moses said unto them, stand still, and I will hear what the Lord will command concerning you. Right? So Moses and stuff was a mediator once again. He's a prophet and the first king. You know what I'm saying? Moses also is King David and Peter and Zerubbabel. Right? And it says, verse 9, it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if any man of you or of your posterity shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off, meaning you somewhere else. You know what I'm saying, right? You somewhere else and whatnot. And right now, there's a lot of people and stuff on this earth that can't slide into Jerusalem and stuff to keep the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Especially us in North America. You know what I'm saying? Especially if people are homeless or, you know, and then for people and stuff that's homeless and stuff, say you want to keep the Passover and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just saying, because we already know stuff that the Lord be having you all and whatnot and stuff. And that's where you can also fast within the Passover, but it's got to be within those 5 or 6 days. 5 or 6 days. The first day of the Passover, which is sundown today, on March 23rd and whatnot, you got to eat. And if it's like, well, I don't got enough and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You can go to Whole Foods, Target, uh, uh, Target, and then like it says in Exodus the 12th chapter and stuff, you can eat goat too, right? Uh, you can uh, goat. You can eat lamb, goat, ram. I don't know where you would get some ram from. You know what I'm saying? But the family though, you can most definitely and stuff eat of it. You know what I'm saying, right? So when it comes down to the goats, sheep, and rams and stuff, right? Lamb, first and foremost, you have what's it called? You have I think it's at Whole Foods. I haven't seen the stuff at the Whole Foods that I'm around and stuff, but Whole Foods and stuff, in Oak Park, you know what I'm saying? They got these little bars and whatnot and stuff, little lamb bars and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for high protein. Get that. Get that. Well, it might be seasoned, but if that's all you can do, just have faith. Just have faith in the Lord. But if you actual raw lamb that you gotta cook, do not season that shit, bro. Real talk, do not season it. And then shit, I seen homeless people and stuff still hold bottles of liquor and stuff from Jewels. It ain't no way and stuff that you can't slide no lamb out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You get the people, they get the, because I want to correct that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to correct that and stuff because when it comes down to the lamb bars, protein bars, I don't know if they season. I think they season it with something else, and they might put yeast in it too, some type of yeast extract and whatnot and stuff, right? So, Salakia, you know what? Don't do that. If you can get you some lamb, you know, get you some lamb or some goat, and don't season it at all. No seasoning, salt, or nothing. You just cook it, and that's it. So this number's 9 and uh, 10. Or 9 again, it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if any man of you, of your posterity, word the war, or Dara the war, right? Dwelling, generation, pretty much your household, your family, you know what I'm saying, right? It says, shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off. Yet it's like it says, yet he shall keep the Passover unto the Lord. And even during this time and whatnot and stuff, when it came down to the Passover, they wasn't in Jerusalem, yet they kept it. You see? And it says, verse 11, it says, the 14th day of the second month at evening, they shall keep it and eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. You know what I'm saying? And as you saw in one of the videos and stuff, garlic, horseradish, you know what I'm saying? They got to be a herb and stuff that stings. Not just a herb and stuff that's nasty as hell. No, it got to be something that stings. You know what I'm saying? Because it represents the affliction that you got to go through as Israelites, no matter how you look. Right? And it says, they shall leave none of it until the morning, nor break any bone of it, right? But we getting pieces and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Showing that we in captivity, right? You get a whole lamb and stuff, they might charge you and stuff with animal cruelty, right? You know, you over here, gra, bah, bah, woo, woo, and stuff, whatever noise and stuff that the ghosts be making and whatnot and stuff, and you over here slaughtering in your living room. Ain't no way. And, motherfuckers, especially motherfucking stuff that want you to keep it and whatnot, or try to fuck you up and stuff, they most definitely gonna be calling the police with the quickness, right? So this is because niggas everywhere, right? And it says verse 12 again. It says, they shall leave none of it until the morning, nor break any bone of it. It says, according to all the ordinances of the Passover, they shall keep it. It says, but the man that is clean and is not in a journey, and forbeareth to keep the Passover, even the same soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he brought not the offering of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai in his appointed season. That man shall bear his sin. And when it come down to it and stuff, right? Once again, Yahweh Shai and stuff is our atonement. You know, Yahweh Shai is our atonement and stuff, but then at the same time and stuff, you don't sit up here and just be like, shit, fuck it. Yahweh Shai's my atonement and stuff, so I ain't gonna keep it. I don't even like lamb. Get your goof ass on. You like red meat, don't you? Right? Right? So when it comes down to it and stuff, keep it to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? You don't want this on your conscience if you're aware of the Passover and stuff. If you're in a position and stuff where you can't keep the Passover and stuff, that ain't your fault. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. You gotta lean upon the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lean upon the Lord. If people put you in a position and stuff where you can't keep the Passover and stuff, they're fucking themselves over. They're not fucking you up because the Lord knows the heart. The Lord knows the heart. He knows that you want to keep it. You've been put in an unfortunate position and whatnot and stuff where where you had everything prepared and stuff. And then for you motherfuckers and stuff, it's like, we're gonna take your wine, we're gonna take your lamb, we're gonna cook it and stuff. And guess what? The matter of fact, I get it right quick. Get it? Because even for you stupid people and whatnot, we gotta watch out for. Oh, and when I say watch out for and stuff, we gotta give you warning. This Sirach or Ecclesiastes in Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten. It said, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. And remember, when Nathan the prophet, when he was telling King David and stuff, the parable, you know what I'm saying, about the individual and stuff who had one lamb, and you had two individuals. You had a rich man who had many lambs, you know what I'm saying, who got visited and stuff by a sojourner, you know what I'm saying, right, someone and stuff who was traveling, a nomad, a vagabond Jew, let him in the crib and stuff and dressed the food for him, right? It's gonna say pretty much saying it's like he gonna cook for him, saying he was gonna cook for him. It's like saying that he was gonna cook for him and whatnot and stuff, but instead he ain't take the lambs out of his own flock. He stole the lamb of the poor man and whatnot, and took his lamb and stuff and dressed it. And King David got mad. King David got mad at that and whatnot and stuff. And he was saying that motherfucker should die. You know what I'm saying? Also showing that if you put, even though you don't kill a motherfucker, but you put a person in a position and stuff where they'll die over time, you still committing murder. You right? You still committing murder, right? And the Lord, the Lord doesn't like that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, for people themselves, like, oh, we're gonna steal your wine, and we're gonna steal your land, we're gonna steal your bitter herb, we're gonna steal this and steal that and stuff. Guess what? As soon as you sacrifice that and stuff, guess what? As soon as you try to make that a sacrifice and stuff, the thing is that, for one, it's gonna show and stuff that you wasn't serious about the Passover. That's why you didn't get your own shit. And then on top of that, now, if it's a store, it's a different story. If it's a store, it's a different story. Just don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to promote anybody to steal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going into my experience and stuff when it comes down to uh, being homeless and wanting to keep it, being overzealous. When I could have most definitely got the money for it, or got somebody else and stuff to buy it for me. But anyways, uh, man, that for sure. Good bonds. But it's lucky. But whatever the zeal is and stuff, when it come down to homeless people and stuff, they gonna do what they gonna do. But other than that and stuff, don't steal somebody else's stuff. Try to get your own. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord most definitely and stuff will make it way. You see. Lord most definitely and stuff will make a way and stuff, right? So, once again, I'm reading again, it's Sirach 5 and 8. It says, set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. And the thing is that keeping the Passover and stuff, you hope the Lord and stuff is going to help you. You don't want to do anything fucked up and stuff within the Passover. And it's only 7 days, you see. And if you got to work and whatnot and stuff, that ain't your fault. And that's why I'm doing this video and stuff. Why? Because that's the second time that you can keep it where you can prepare yourself. You see? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yah Shabo, Habakaparash, the Moana apostles, great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Shalom, Kwam Yasharah.